Here goes. With our fearless leader, William Regal, returned, looking quite tan, might I add, the time has come for me to step down as your Raw General Manager.
I actually thought she did a great job, guys.
Are you kidding me, Byron?
Well, at least it was exciting.
All right, so there may have been some mixed opinions on my stint as GM, but I'm sure that's only because we all know where I really belong, which is fighting in a WWE ring.
Not sure that's the only reason.
Which is why I'm pleased to announce, given Becky's unfortunate medical status, at the hands of someone who William Regal has assured me will be dealt with, the Real Suits have decided to name a new #1 contender for the Women's World Championship. Me!
Huge news for the Women's World title.
And that championship match is happening right now!
After all the confusion around Survivor Series, we're finally getting to see Bianca defend her championship.
So, Bianca Belair, let's...
This woman just will not stop coming after the captain.
If her grievance was big enough to get her to take down the War Games cage in a tank, did you really expect her to let it go?
Hey there, friend.
Give it a rest, Shotzi. Haven't you done enough at this point?
I think what you meant to say is, thank you for making me #1 contender, Shotzi. Sorry you hurt your leg in that unfortunate tank incident.
Wait. How did you get hurt when you were driving the tank? Is this really all because I didn't give you proper credit for your terribly original idea of let's have a War Games match at Survivor Series?
And didn't even put me in the match. But no, this isn't an isolated incident. This, apparently, is just what you do. Playing in other people's sandboxes, stealing other people's ideas, and jumping every line. You may have William Regal fooled, but not me, and not the locker room.
Oh, I'm sure, Shotzi.
Cutting lines might work in TBD, but in WWE, there are consequences.
Bayley?
That's Bayley's music, but where is she?
Is Shotzi just playing mind games here? Bayley from behind.
Shotzi's found an ally who's not okay with being skipped over for a Women's World Championship match.
I don't blame her. It was supposed to be either Bayley or Becky. Cap weaseled in there.
Wait, we're getting a call from the back. This is an official match. Here we go. We thought it was all over at War Games, but Cap getting named #1 contender apparently upset certain members of the locker room.
Yeah, at least the ones who felt they were more deserving coming out of that War Games match.
Either way, Bianca Belair just got a night off, while two of her possible future opponents are going to tear each other apart. The Women's World Champion is the real winner here.
Uh-oh. Harlem sidekick.
Oh my gosh, terminating knee smash.
And Bayley is being humbled here.
That can't be how Bayley envisioned tonight going.
What a gap. Setting it up.
Thunderous clothesline.
Bayley not looking very role model-like there. Quite the opposite, in fact. She's being made somewhat of an example here.
Moonsault. Launching himself from the ropes.
Off into the pin. She overcomes the pinfall attempt.
She just shocked everyone in the ring. She wants to finish this.
No!
Somersault plunge onto the floor. Like a heat-seeking missile, hit the target right on the mark.
She's set back in under the ropes.
You can see her struggling to find her bearings.
From the top.
Diving forearm smash. Bayley showing no answer for the... No! Oh, God!
I don't care how bold you are. Missing on those kind of maneuvers will send you to a medical facility.
Well, medical attention might be needed out here. That was a nasty landing.
Uh-oh, able to counter.
She's pushing back now.
She was getting grinded down, but that could have just started a quick turnaround. The Muay Thai training really showing off here.
See ya.
Placed in the corner.
On the second rope. Corner enziguri.
And she is rapidly dictating the pace.
Yeah, she continues to maintain the leverage here.
Downward spiral. Scratching and clawing. This could be it.
An incredible victory for the captain here tonight.
She certainly solidified her position as the #1 contender.
Shotzi from behind with that crutch.
What the heck? She claimed she was injured.
She was just pulling all our legs, Cole.
Shotzi laying the boots in now.
Compared to the Tank, this is nothing.
Finally, the referee getting control of the situation.
She's using that crutch on her throat. Shotzi wasn't done.
Russian leg sweep with the crutch.
At least Shotzi's made her point now, and we can finally get on to the business of the Women's World Championship next week.
I'm not so sure, Byron.
Neither am I. Based on what Shotzi said earlier, I doubt that this satisfied her desire for revenge. She's on a mission.
Does it look smaller?
Huh?
That's what kids always say when they come back home, right? They go off to the great wide world, come home, and everything looks small. Haven't seen you around here much lately.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe a little smaller? I was in the neighborhood. Figured I'd stop in to get a few reps in before my big match with Bianca.
Shotzi's not also in the neighborhood, is she? You know my insurance doesn't cover tanks.
I don't think you have to worry. Tanks don't get great gas mileage, so she probably won't come crashing through the wall. No promises, though.
And just when I was starting to feel nostalgic about you breaking things around here. How are you feeling after that crutch attack?
I'm fine. Can you believe Shotzi's still bitter you didn't book her in TBD? And now she's turning it into a whole thing about how I stole her so-called War Games idea.
In fairness, it's you who didn't want to book her.
What? Really?
I believe your words at the time were, "I'm not impressed."
That does sound like me. But I was probably just being flippant.
Being flippant without thinking that your actions could actually have consequences? Yeah, definitely you. Then, on purpose or not, Shotzi effectively brings you up to the big leagues, and instead of any sort of thanks, you steamroll right into a fantastical whirlwind tour of all things WWE.
Let's be fair. I didn't steamroll right away. And Shotzi brought me to Raw so she could make an example of me.
Maybe, but is that also why she pitched you the idea for a War Games match when you were GM? A match you thought was a good enough idea to book but then shut her out of?
I never said it was my idea. Besides, it wasn't a groundbreaking suggestion, and everything worked out.
Right, because I'm sure the WWE Universe saw the Superstar GM announce the War Games match, put herself in it, and then thought, who else can I give credit to for setting up this awesome main event? It worked out for you. And now you get a championship match against Bianca Belair. Shotzi? Not so much.
Jeez, whose side are you on, Geneva?
You know whose side I'm on. That's why I gotta be straight with you, to make sure you get your head right so you can take that title from Bianca.
You know, after ignoring WWE for so long, becoming their champion is the only thing I can dream of.
This is a moment of destiny for a woman who spent years crisscrossing the world and honing her skills before finally arriving in the big leagues of WWE.
You can really feel the electricity in the arena, Michael.
Waiting on the champion here.
It's obvious Bianca's playing mind games with her opponent.
Oh boy, here we go again.
Shotzi's vendetta against the #1 contender continues.
And it looks like she's had about enough of it.
No, guys, it's not what you think. I have a seriously heartwarming announcement. Bianca Belair can't be here tonight.
This is the second time the #1 contenders match has been called off.
No, I told you, it's actually heartwarming. Bianca was wrapping up an appearance at a nearby community center before the show when suddenly, out of nowhere, 3 buses of adorable children from a local school showed up, excited to meet the Women's World Champion. And you know how Bianca is. She wouldn't leave until everyone got a picture and an autograph. How those buses showed up just in time to prevent Bianca from making it here for her championship match tonight, we may never know. But Bianca just couldn't leave those sweet children hanging. Are you seriously booing children? Wow, what a bloodthirsty bunch you all are. I did feel bad that you didn't have a match anymore tonight, though. Oh no, it's not me. I have the night off from in-ring action, just like at War Games. But these 3 women do not.
Oh my, the Cap has history with all these women.
And we're getting word from the truck that she'll be facing them in a fatal 4-way.
I think she said to bring it on.
Easy to say, harder to survive. Shotzi's curated a formidable challenge for the #1 contender.
Honestly, I'm just impressed that Shotzi managed to curate this match and 3 busloads of children in the same day.
What? That was Shotzi?
For God's sakes, catch up, Byron. Nonetheless, this is going to be a huge fatal 4-way contest here on Raw. Like you said, Corey, Cap definitely has a target on her back due to her history with these 3 other superstars.
I'm just wondering, after all these false starts, if Cap will ever make it to her title match with Bianca Belair.
I think that's Shotzi's exact goal, Saxton.
Dangerous intentions in her mind right now.
Uh-oh. I don't know what she has planned with that kendo stick.
Sit-out mat slam. Ooh, look at her answering back.
Bang! Vicious boot.
Put into the corner now.
Got the full Nelson. Full Nelson slam.
Arm wringer applied and followed and lariat right to the face. Oh! Big forearm. Beautiful hip toss. We weren't expecting that power from someone this size.
And a well-executed move we just saw there. And a nice takedown.
Swinging the elbow to halt the offense.
Ouch. Nasty roundhouse kick.
And she goes for the pin. Now Rhea Ripley. Running interference. Oh, that didn't go as Asuka designed.
And look at this now. Yes, applying the submission hold.
Abdominal stretch. Looking to find an escape from the abdominal stretch.
Uh-oh, found it.
Look at this. Somersault plunge to the floor. Just a devil-may-care attitude on full display.
Going for broke, and it pays off.
From way up. Whoa, look out.
They got all of that. Just taking flight and soaring through the sky.
Hangman's neck breaker.
Gosh.
Turned that one around.
But I guarantee they're going to take great umbrage with that offense. Oh, sit-out slam.
She's taking some big hits here.
Ripley's displaying that cutthroat approach to competition, sparing no pity for her opponent right now. Can't prepare your face for that.
Face first off the knee. Oh my God, a steel chair.
And Morgan saves herself. Golly, that sounded rough. Ooh.
What a forearm.
Oh, right to the side of the face.
Face first, good night.
Here's a cover. Could be it. Now looking at Liv Morgan. Snap. She's got it. Got her shoulders down. She kicks out with force.
She's not done yet, but you have to believe that she's still in all sorts of trouble here. Oh, vicious running knee lift.
Snapmare. Oh, look at the kick. Oh.
Ripley is down, and she might be out. Boot to the gut will stop anyone in their tracks.
Up into the torture rack.
Feast your eyes.
There won't be any.
And this has got to be it. And still in this.
Really had less than a second to stay alive there.
She's pushed into the corner. She's got an answer for that.
Oh my goodness. Kick to the spine.
And really getting laid into there.
Well, this deep into a fatal four-way match, you've got to expect to be a little worse for wear.
Suplex.
Oh, God, jarring impact. Side kick on the mark. Ripcord.
Oh my goodness. Nasty line.
Ah, look at this. Hair pull mat slam. Nicely done with the head scissors. And she has an answer for Liv.
Perched on the shoulders. Feast your eyes.
Liv won't come back from that.
Ow. Knee to the cheekbone.
Big boot. Scary pattern starting to form as that upper area
She covers for the pin. That could have been it right there. But now Ripley for the pin and the win. Yes. Broken up. And the match continues.
Looking for the full Nelson. If they lock their hands, this one's over, but
Prying open the hands and a shot to the back of the neck. matchup. It's unbelievable.
Unloads with the boot. She's trying to fight back, but it doesn't look good.
There is up into the torture rack. That's got to end it this time around.
Cover!
And a victory! What a win she picks up here tonight!
Here is your winner, the Superstar!
She might keep on winning, but I just do not trust this woman. Once a promoter, always a promoter. You have to...
It was you, wasn't it? You're the reason I'm missing my championship match with Bianca. Again!
Oh, it's hardly my fault. Your car service was way too willing to accommodate your new itinerary. You know, they really should have some sort of security on that. Figured the least I could do was play hooky from Raw 2 so we could have a little chat.
You really want to do this here?
Fight in an airport lounge? Absolutely not. They'd never let me back in, and I love their little mini cupcakes too much. I just want what's mine.
What exactly is that, Shotzi? I can't go back in time and hire you at TBD. I can't go back and put you in War Games. Your obsession with me is unhealthy.
What's unhealthy is theft. And I'm not just talking about War Games. You may have gotten a free pass from Regal to waltz around WWE, ripping off other people's ideas, moves, and gear, but you didn't get a free pass from me. You're the #1 contender. That should be me. Put it on the line in a match. Win or lose, we are done after that.
If it means never having to deal with your BS again, fine, you're on. But only because there's no way I lose.
Bringing indie cred and attitude to the WWE ring. It's Cap!
The following contest is a Falls Count Anywhere match! Making her way to the ring from New York, the Superstar!
Cap looks like she is itching to throw hands tonight.
Here comes Shotzi and the TCB tank, taking care of business. From the moment the captain arrived in WWE, Shotzi has had it out for her. Now they finally meet again to settle their issues.
This goes back even further to the independent scene. It's a long-standing grudge that transitioned to WWE and then was punctuated with a tank attack.
It seems like a Falls Count Anywhere match is a perfect way for these two to wrap up their long-time battle.
Setting it up. Boom! Vicious combination of strikes.
Turn out the lights.
Boom, right the button. Shotzi isn't being given any room to recover.
Shotzi has run into a roadblock.
Uh-oh. Harlem sidekick. And whatever the game plan, it didn't look to work out for Shotzi there.
She's absorbed some hits, but she knew this Falls Count Anywhere. No. Oh! Unbelievable athleticism. Just going for it all and landing a direct hit.
Brought back into the ring from the floor now.
Just mounted with punches and not, oh, a nasty stop to finish it off.
Mounted palm strikes. She's bringing the pressure on now.
She's taking command of the situation.
Into the corner now. Oh, look at the kicks right to the midsection.
Series of kicks in the corner. How disrespectful, my gosh. Look at this, just unloading. And a stop to the gut, too.
Setting it up. Boom! Just a continuous rush on Shotzi here.
Destructive amount of work being done to Shotzi right now.
Counters!
And Shotzi puts a quick stop to the momentum that was mounting against her.
Could be a sign of Shotzi turning her fortunes around. Oh, across the top rope.
She'll take things into the ring.
I don't know what they're looking for here. No way! Oh, the high risk doesn't pay off!
Talk about a jumping nothing. A real miscalculation on their part.
That's a few times now she's taken a hit up in that region.
Boom! Head kick connects. Kick!
Flattened with it, shoulders down. This could be the one that does it for her.
After years of antagonism, Cap has finally put Shotzi behind her. What a win.
I don't think Shotzi got the memo, Saxton. She's not going to take this insult lying down.
Spear out of nowhere from Bianca Belair.
The Women's World Champion just obliterated Shotzi.
Looks like Bianca's just as tired of Shotzi's shenanigans as anyone.
And now the champion and the #1 contender are facing off.
We may not have to wait for a match. This could jump off right here.
It's finally happening. The #1 contender and the Women's World Champion will finally go one-on-one.
It's about darn time.
This is going to be an epic clash for that championship, and I can't wait to see it.
Thanks for having my back out there.
I was annoyed. Honestly, I think the whole WWE universe was.
So, guess this means we're finally gonna get our match, huh?
You're pretty excited for someone who's about to get handled.
I see how it is. Well, you just go ahead and underestimate me, champ.
Oh, I don't underestimate you at all. I've seen your stuff on the indies. I know you can go, but so can I.
You've watched my indie matches? I didn't know you'd be into that.
What? Just because I started wrestling at WWE and never had an independent run doesn't mean I can't appreciate what you did there. I mean, that dive off the balcony against La Congrejita Loca? Wild. Self-destructive and probably ill-advised, but wild.
Man, if you had ever been a free agent when I was in TBD, I would have gladly jumped off a balcony against you too.
That sounds like a blast. Except I'm the one who would have been doing the jumping. Don't get me wrong, I'm happy with how it came up, but I do sometimes wonder what an indie career would have been like for me. It sounds like an adventure.
Huh.
What?
Just gets me thinking about our match.
About whether I'm going to pin or submit you?
No, well, not exactly. Someone recently pointed out that I was lucky enough to experience a fantastical whirlwind tour when I got to WWE. I got to have the adventure. I'm wondering if I should pay it forward.
What do you have in mind?
You're confident you're gonna beat me anyway, right?
Anytime, any place.
I was really hoping you'd say that.
You want to do what?
It's just going to be 2 matches.
Best of 3 series. So yeah, it might go 2, if Bianca really has no fight in her.
It'll probably go 2. That's as many as I need.
It's not the best of 3 series that gives me pause. It's the locales. It is the usual custom to defend the WWE Women's World Championship on WWE TV.
Sure, we could do that if we want to stick with what's comfortable. Or, get this, we fight for the Women's World Championship in the coolest indie arenas around.
Japan? Mexico? We could even go back to your old stomping grounds in the UK. Honestly, sounds like a great way to push that grassroots international exposure you business types are always talking about.
And you know what else it sounds like?
Oh, I'm positive you'll tell me.
It sounds like a big swing. It sounds like taking advantage of every opportunity on the table. And it sounds like doing something different without being afraid to fail.
I know what you're getting at, and I'm not sure I like you turning my words back on me.
I'm sorry to interject, but this is ridiculous. It's unheard of. Allowing a WWE champion to defend at these underground indie shows? Untelevised? What about the advertisers?
Advertisers? Really?
I'm afraid Troy makes an excellent point. Marketing will hate this.
See?
Fortunately, this is not a marketing company. This is a professional wrestling company. A professional wrestling company that's going to take a swing, and whose general manager cannot wait to get on the road. The only question is, where to first?
Don't look at me. This is your world. I'm just the adventuring tourist who gets to hit you, wherever you so choose.
It may be my world, but I say we make it your world to start. What if we go back to your old territory? Match 1 at Club UK.
God save the king.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from New York, the Superstar!
Dear, dear, dear. That cannot have gone as you'd hoped.
No. Everything went exactly according to my plan.
Are you regretting giving Bianca the invitation into the Indies?
Not at all. I miss the intimacy of a smaller show, the interaction with the fans. Just didn't expect Bianca to pull the same energy from the crowd quite as easily as she did.
Bianca got very comfortable very quickly.
If she had come up in the Indies, I would have wanted her for TBD. But that's not gonna stop me from beating her at our next stop.
Which raises the question, where to next on this great tour of the world?
I've been giving that some thought, with an ice pack on my jaw. Bianca hits hard, and so do I. So let's go to the home of strong style, Japan.
Sure, if you buy at the Japanese steakhouse we always go to.
Deal. That feels like a fitting celebration once I beat Bianca. But only the food. I'm not buying you another jacket.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from New York.
Ladies, it appears that you two will be going to a final match.
Fitting, really. Winning that championship will be even sweeter after going the full series.
Don't get cocky. No way you beating me twice in a row.
Before you two launch into a witty repartee, I have an update. I've just spoken to the suits in Stamford. They have thoughts.
Well, that's never good.
Word of your genuinely marvelous matches has spread, and so has the buzz. They were insistent that the next match will be on WWE television.
They want us to do the match on Raw? You promised us we could see this through in indie arenas.
Indeed I did, so I reached an agreement. We will be producing a portion of next week's Raw live from the location of your final match.
Oh, wow. Listen, I know this is a stretch, but how would you both feel about having the match at
TBD? Yes, a surprising and unexpected suggestion from you. Which is why I have already given instructions for the road crew to meet us there.
Wow, it's gonna be super embarrassing to lose on your home turf, but I, for one, am here for it. One idea, though.
What's that?
With everything I know about TBD, and since it's the final match, kinda seems like it should be no DQ, right?
Bianca Belair? You have no idea what you just asked for. Deal. Geneva is gonna freak. Wow.
I'll second that wow. And raise you a hot damn.
They really got to work in here, didn't they? Can you believe it?
After the hectic morning I've had with the crew to get this set up, I can. Had to yell at some guy named Troy a lot. He kept wanting to cover up the TBD signage with Raw logos entirely.
Sounds like Troy. I'm really glad that I could do this for you, Geneva. For us. Did you ever imagine that we'd be here?
Honestly, you main eventing a TBD show feels pretty familiar to me. This one just has more logos.
You know what I mean? This is different. Later tonight, I'm gonna win the WWE Women's World Championship in the house we built.
Living the dream. Hey, you get ready. I've got some contracts to look at.
Same as always. But seriously, don't get too caught up in paperwork that you forget to enjoy yourself tonight. This is big. Big, big.
I know. It is. And I won't. But I also know you'll enjoy this enough for the both of us. Good luck out there.
The following is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Women's World Championship.
It's a TBD homecoming for the captain.
You can see the emotion all over Cap's face. We are tied in this best-of-3 series, and she wants to win it at home.
That might be the daydream, but the nightmare comes when she loses it all in front of her hometown crowd. Can the prodigal daughter return home and win the Women's World Championship? The EST of WWE has come to TBD.
Introducing the challenger from New York, the Superstar! And her opponent from Knoxville, Tennessee, the WWE Women's World Champion, Bianca Belair!
This is what these competitors have worked so hard for. The Women's World Championship in the balance.
It's the main event of WWE at TBD. The title is at stake as TBD Original Cap takes on Bianca Belair in a rubber match for the Women's World Championship.
WWE title defended all over the world, and now at a U.S. indie promotion? I never would have believed it.
Well, believe that despite the feel-good story, Cap has a huge challenge ahead of her to walk away champion here tonight.
Mounted palm strikes.
Those strikes were a sign from the challenger, a message that says, I want that title so badly, I can practically taste it.
Belair able to adapt.
Whatever you can do, I can do better. Counters on top of counters.
And Belair is being broken down.
Bianca needs to figure things out.
Placed in the corner. Oh, no. Oh, super kick! The champ now absorbing a little damage.
Don't do it!
Somersault plunge out of the floor.
Soaring out of the ring, looking to do as much damage as possible.
Goes under the ropes to get back inside. Oh, stop, stop, stop. Followed by a forearm smash. And she is just not giving her any room to breathe.
Really taking control here. Sharp punch.
Unloads with the boot. Uh-oh, arms are trapped, no way to protect himself.
Oh, stop after stop after stop, jeez.
Unrelenting attack from the challenger there. You can see their desire for the gold.
Oh my gosh, terminating knee smash.
Setting it up. Thunderous clothesline.
Look at her, taking in all the energy from the crowd.
The champ not in a great place.
And this match is not over yet. Things are only going to get harder from here. She avoids the contact.
Oh, look at this. Boom! Able to elude it. Oh, big boot.
You can sense what her intentions are here.
Downward spiral.
See ya.
Uh-oh, new champion. She gets the shoulder up.
Somehow she's still in this matchup. It's unbelievable.
Bianca wobbling, looks vulnerable.
Up into the torture rack. Oh! Feast your eyes.
Gonna see a new chair.
Makes a cover. And just like that, this journey for the woman they call the Captain reaches a conclusion with a victory over Bianca Belair.
Hey, this is no 70,000 seat stadium, but on this night, in this small theater, this audience feels like WrestleMania.
Well, there's nothing like WrestleMania, but I think it means a little bit more to this superstar that her first championship win happened here.
A full circle moment, Corey. This woman has followed a long and winding road that brought her back to her beginning.
What's next for this superstar, this WWE champion? The sky's the limit.
What's Becky Lynch doing here?
Becky was the #1 contender until she got injured after War Games.
Becky's not moving like she's injured now. What does she want?
What do you think, Saxton?
No, 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 no. Not in my ring.
TBD promoter Geneva Rose is not having it.
I get she's ride or die with our new champion, but what's she gonna do to stop Becky Lynch?
You got WWE problems. Go settle them on WWE time. Because believe me when I say, if anyone tries to interrupt my best friend's hard-won moment, it's gonna be me.
No, they've been friends for years.
Don't trust anybody.
This is an assault.
This is karma, Saxton. You can only step on so many people before you pay the piper.
And she's paying now, but for what?
Thanks for coming home, Cap. It was so generous for you to put this show together for me. I know you think I'm slumming it around here, but you forget that I'm proud of what we built together. And I know you're used to taking the credit for everything. So I thought it was important for me to make an appearance tonight, to set the record straight. You'd be nothing without me. Let me be clear. I am not just some best friend side character in your hero's journey. What do you think I've been doing since you left? Sitting around and just following your career with rapt attention? You moved on. I didn't. And I've been putting everything I have into growing TBD. So, when Becky approached me, I was more than happy to help turn your moment into my moment.
You can feel the bitterness from Geneva Rose, the jealousy.
Recognize this? The contract we wrote in the diner when we first started TBD. Yeah, I had it framed. Thought it was a nice touch. Especially now. Because according to this legally binding document, you're still signed exclusively to TBD. You can't work anywhere else. You can't be champion anywhere else. And you belong to me.
But she's a WWE superstar.
Not according to Geneva Rose.
See you next week, Cap. Don't be late.